Now, there's a couple of things I would do. The first one I might do is come up to the filter menu, go down to pixelate, and really any one of these will do very different things. Okay, so mosaic will obviously apply pixel-based sections to it, make it very chunky. Crystallize is always fun. Color halftone you can kind of play with, or even use the scan lines one that we used earlier on, another way of dealing with the same effect. Well, mezzotint is also another handy one for using here because it gives you access to different shapes of dots that will apply to the image. Okay, so whatever's being applied in the background is obviously being affected by any of these settings we have here. So it's currently set to fine dots. You could choose medium dots. You can choose grainy dots. It's really up to you what you want to see. Now, I'm not telling you to use any specific one of these because every single one of them is a perfect degradation of the pixels we have in the background. If you're looking for distress type, by all means just turn on mezzotint and hit OK because you will still get a distress type effect. Now, one that's used very often is some of the line ones. Now, we have a set of short lines and you can see it draws very little gappy lines that come off the size of the pixels beneath. So again, depending on the size of the lines you've got, the lines that are drawn might be slightly bigger. We can make them medium or even long, so they kind of cut through a bit more. Well, I think short lines is pretty good at that point. Now you see also down there you have strokes as well. So there's various different settings. I'm going to go ahead and simply choose short lines. I think that's probably the best one to use in this instance. Now, if you go ahead and click OK, you now see this wonderfully distorted, slightly bitmapped and pixeled effect in the background, but there's still more we can do to that. If it's too distressed or too broken up like this, you could always use the blur filter to slightly soften it. We're not looking for pixels here. I want just more of an effect, because don't forget, it's looking like it's painted on a wall, so we wouldn't see this kind of clarity. So I'm going to come up to the filter menu, come down to my blur options, and once again, choose our Gaussian blur filter. Obviously, that's too much, but now, interestingly enough, almost looks like the matrix type background. If we just drop the quality down here, let's bring it down to about 1.5 pixels. We've now got some good levels of softness to this, so it doesn't keep its intense quality. Let's bring it down just a shade more, maybe about 1.3. Go ahead and click OK.